My name is Matt Calvano. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Adaptive. The problem we're solving at Adaptive is focused specifically on the construction industry, the accounting workflows that happen in a construction company. And if you think about the primary challenge for construction accountants, I've been working in this industry for several years now, is that they are constantly blocked by a lack of project context. Right? Are there delays? Are there missing change orders? Did a subcontractor not show up on site today? All of these things are things that are going to hit the books in a few weeks, right? We help them understand that it's happening right now, so that accounting shifts from being a function kind of always month, 6 weeks behind to being ahead of what's happening on the projects. That's what we're doing at Adaptive. What excites me most about being part of the Startup Accelerator program is that accounting firms have been a key part of our business since the beginning. One of our angel investors was actually an accounting firm focused on construction. So over the past 3 years, we've built up partnerships with nearly 50 firms. I see the opportunity to be a part of this cohort as one where it can help us scale and work with more accounting firms across the country. So I'm really excited to work with the team on that. How I think AI will change the accounting, finance, and profession over the next couple of years is, if you think about it, almost all accounting tech right now just stores numbers. And ultimately, an accountant spends a lot of time tying those numbers to what's going on in the business. So maybe you spent some sales and marketing spend, but what was the campaign on? What was it for? Is there a new product launch coming out that I need to implement into my forecast? Are there a lot of new sales team members that are ramping in the business, right? So the accountants are spending a lot of time just trying to collect that project or that business context and pull it into their numbers. I think what you're going to see with AI is more systems like Adaptive emerge, where we can take the structured information, the numbers, and the unstructured information, all the conversations, emails, project updates, and integrate that into the financials. I think the end result of this is that accountants, obviously A, spend a lot less time just with back and forth questions across the business, but B, have a much richer understanding of what's happening across the business and can start to help guide the business in the direction where it's going. So that's what I expect to really change in the profession over the next 5 years. At Adaptive, we're using AI across the project accounting lifecycle. Let me give you 2 quick examples. All right, so there's job costing and then there's WIP, right? On the job costing side, we use AI to do all the job costing on behalf of our customers. And using our tools, they can get to about 90% automation. On the WIP side or billings or any other part of the accounting workflow that comes into play, what you really need is the project context around a couple key things. Primarily, what's the percent complete and how is that tracking relative to plan? So to give you one tangible example, when it comes to the WIP report at the end of the month, typically what's happening is CFOs or accountants in-house are kind of collecting a preliminary WIP report, and then they're having conversations with the PMs to say, hey, should the cost forecast be updated? Are we missing change orders? All these things, right? So they're already having this conversation naturally at the end of the month. With the way Adaptive works, we're passively capturing that information from the field as it's happening. So instead of waiting till the end of the month to find out about delays or change orders or subcontractors not showing up on site or whatever it is, we're constantly funneling that into the product and updating WIP as that happens. So one really simple example is we pick up that there's a delay on a project. We can then flag to the accountant, hey, this cost forecast hasn't been updated. There's a substantial delay. This is stale. Here's what we recommend adjusting it to, / I can reach out to the project manager on your behalf and get an update. So those are 2 examples of how we're using AI across the project accounting lifecycle. From an accounting firm's perspective, CAS is one of the largest growing areas, and I think within CAS, construction is a massive opportunity. If you look at the US Census, it'll show you that construction companies doing between 2.5 million to 25 million in revenue. And I picked this segment because they're large enough to really be focused on getting good accounting help, but not so large where they're going to bring it in-house, so a great CAS segment. This is a massive segment. There's 100,000 firms doing 800 billion in revenue. So think about the opportunity for CAS firms here. It's quite large, and from what I've seen, it's mostly untapped. Historically, the challenge for accounting firms to serve this segment is that they were lacking this project context, right? To do construction accounting without a really good understanding of what's happening on the job site is quite challenging. With Adaptive and other technologies that are emerging, I think that's changing quite quickly, and we see that with our partners. So if you're an accounting firm interested in getting into construction, feel free to reach out. I'd love to talk, and we can build a big business together. The most meaningful part of the program is the relationships you build. CPA.com, AICPA, it's the center of the accounting universe. There's a lot of nuance in working with accounting firms, and the best way to get answers on that is from the people who spend a lot of their time and all their time actually working with firms. And the relationships I've built now at the Accelerator, as well as over time working with the team here, have unlocked answers to those questions way faster than me trying to figure it out on my own.